beautiful Lamborghini. You know, you're an
Appreciate you,
8-figure entrepreneur. For those that don't know, like, what industry are you in right now? What are you doing exactly?
So I have a few different businesses. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I primarily made a majority of my net worth in e-commerce. Got started in 2015, and secondary, a lot of real estate.
What has been the most amount of money that you ever made in a single year?
So gross, the most amount of money I've made in a single year is about 11.2 million. Most I've made in a day is $1 million. Here's the crazy thing. It's easier to make a lot of money in a short period of time than it is to make a little bit of money over a long period of time. I remember working and making $16,000 a year, $20,000 a year, then $100,000 a year, then my first $1 million year. You worked longer, you worked harder, and when you work smarter and you come up with different promotions, different launches, different joint ventures, different product launches, utilizing different marketing strategies, you can have a higher velocity to profit. So, of course, you can't sustain $1 million a day. However, when coming up around special holidays, special promotions, and launches, you could definitely crush it with the right marketing.
You sold tens of millions of dollars on the internet.
Yeah.
What's been your secret to sales, selling in a competitive industry in e-commerce?
And this is a super good question. Actually, this is one of my favorite questions. So I use an analogy or an acronym that stands for WWAD, and that stands for what would Apple do? So the mistake that a lot of people make is they try to reinvent the wheel. Literally all I did to bootstrap my success is mimic what already works, right? Literally recreate what is already working. So I study Apple, huge, they're $1 trillion company. And how is Apple phones 1,000 when Androids are 200? How are Apple laptops 5,000 when Dells and Acers are 200 or 300? And how are they worth significantly more, right? There's a misconception that you can't charge a lot and grow, right? So price is only an issue when value is absent. So my key, the secret sauce, is to outvalue the competition. And the easiest way that you can do this in e-commerce, physical products, or in any niche category or business model is to look at consumer feedback. So what I like to do is take an Excel spreadsheet. I category 1-star to 3-star reviews and 4 and 5-star reviews. 1 to 3 is bad, 4 to 5 is good. We keep what they like, and on a 1 to 3, we obsess over improving. What don't they like? What are they complaining about? What features do they wish they had? And if you can listen to those questions, you can listen to those issues, and you can solve those problems, then you can crush it. Naveen James, I had the pleasure of listening to Naveen James speak. He's a multi-billionaire. And when asked, Naveen James, how can one become a billionaire? He said, answer 1 billion questions. But here's the thing, you don't have to answer 1 billion individual questions. You can answer one question that 1 billion people have.
How have you been able to scale from 7 to 8 figures?
Yeah, so I was able to scale from 7 to 8 figures to focus on mitigating and delegating MWA activities, which are minimum wage activities. When I started, and too many entrepreneurs, they like to wear all the hats in their business and do everything. So what I think that I did, one of the things that I did right was identify what are those tasks that I can delegate, those MWA or minimum wage activities that I can delegate, so I can focus on high income earning assets or high income earning activities. And that's what I was able to do. So identify what really moved the needle, what catapult the business in that 80-20 rule, kind of like Gary Keller's book, The One Thing. And I focused on that, and I literally dived deep on that thing. Too many people try too many different things expecting to move the needle, when all you have to do is test a bunch of things, identify that one thing, and then exhaust that thing.